Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode. Let's have a look into the week ahead. And I know you guys have had some interesting and somewhat crazy experiences for some of you guys with the eclipse, depending on what part of the world that you've been living in. I know we've been talking about the energy leading up to this moment. I've had so many visions around it, as you guys know, who have been following, talking about the black sun, talking about like another planetary body that I'm seeing and things too. I did see Dune too last night as well. And it was interesting. I turned to my partner when it talked about the black sun. I'm like, oh my God, can you believe this movie was released like right around this whole situation? So I would like to watch that again at some point. Oh, the crystals that we have today. I've got pink amethyst, which we've had before, but I'm really feeling kind of like this internal nourishment that this crystal provides. This is a lot of like love energy, heart chakra energy mixed in with higher spiritual activation. So it's kind of like activating and working with the third eye and crown chakra, but from a place of like wisdom of the heart. We also have my beautiful generator baby. And she has some rainbows and things inside of her, which might not be picking up on camera, but she's gorgeous. You might hear Lyra running around in the background. She's having a little bit of fun. So without further ado, let's have a look into the energy. Oh, and you will see along the bottom of the screen, please use the discount code Jupiter. We've changed it. So you'll be able to book a reading with me and save 10% on Maison Jupiter whilst using that code. You will also find my booking links on my website, solreta.com. So let's have a look into the energies for the week. We'll start out. I've got a few oracle cards that Spirit wants to look into, but let's have a look firstly. Oh, and just reminding you guys to please like, share, subscribe too. Let's have a look into the words that Spirit is giving me is like what our kind of like energy should be like at the moment. What our mindset and heart should be like at the moment in this interim is the words that they're giving me. Also, I've seen some interesting photos of what supposedly is our sun, which is looking a little bit hexagonal and a little bit like the false sun or the synthetic sun that they talk about over in Europe. And strangely enough, they did the experiment turning that on the same day as the eclipse. So yeah, let me know if you've been taking photos of the sun and having some interesting things come out. We have 5 cards just here on my desk. So let's have a look into these and we will feel into the energy for the week ahead. So what I'm actually getting is there's a lot of the word jovial comes in, which is not a word that I really use in my everyday vocabulary, but there's a lot of kind of jovial, higher, almost feels like angelic spiritual frequency coming through at the moment. For those of us, when we tune in, it's coming down into our etheric body. It's activating certain things within our light body, within our consciousness, within our auric field, within our chakras, and within all of the nadis and the acupuncture system. Just see what else they're showing me. Yeah. So there's different spiritual frequencies that are coming onto the planet that are making things lighter and brighter. We do have, I guess, a darker chemical overlay could be the word, and definitely frequencies that they're trying to dampen this. But for those of you that are tuning into this radio station or this channel of this jovial kind of angelic frequency and energy, I'm seeing a transformation take place within the heart, within the throat, within the higher consciousness. So we're having different etheric bodies that are being upgraded and built. I actually feel like it kind of matches a little bit with some of Rudolf Steiner's work around, us incarnating into the physical, but we're sort of more, it's not that we're really kind of going into, how would I say, a whole new life, but there's a new etheric kind of life force quality that we're uptaking. So we're sort of shifting in terms of density, in terms of consciousness. Let's flip these cards, and this is beautiful. So what we see is 9 of disc, Venus and Virgo energy. We're seeing this activation of light. We're also seeing that there's an alignment with planetary bodies and things. So definitely be aligned with community as well, and with people that bring light, that add value. We see Two of Cups. This is this love energy pouring into our realm that I was really getting a feel on. And we're seeing it's like, pow, this huge activation. So Ace of Wands, it's the hand of God giving us this energy, the next step in order to move forward, to transcend Eight of Cups energy. And we've had this coming up for a few weeks now, whether it's in my personal readings or, the online readings. I would say even the last couple of months, Saturn at the top and Pisces at the bottom, we're seeing there's a disconnect with the broken cups. And then we're seeing where there's this energy of like, we're kind of just flowing from mental, emotional energy. So realize when we're responding out of reactivity, out of patterns, choosing to say different words, choosing to stop old mindset stuff. And I've seen this come up not only with, within what the universe is showing us and within, myself and clients and things at the moment. It's the ultra conscious and aware of different mindsets, different patterns. We literally need to interrupt these and come into Queen of Disc energy. So she really is a boss. And we see as well, she's kind of energetically isolating and removing herself a little bit too. So this week you might need to, remove yourself from certain situations, to isolate. It doesn't feel like it's for a long time, but we see it's to really develop that higher psychic attunement. So pine cone with the antenna, we see the flower of life sphere. We also see the Capricorn energy. So see how the Capricorn has the little hooves really kind of like balanced delicately on what seems to be a mountaintop. So this is not about waiting for other people to catch up with us. This is about you guys leading the way, shining your light so that you're actually kind of bringing this beautiful Queen of Wands energy in. So Queen of Wands, she is, I would say, one of the queens of the queens. And what I mean by that is because she creates her reality from the inside first. So the Merkaba inside of this cube, she creates everything internally. And then her world appears to be shaped in this way around her. So let's get some clarifiers. God, I feel like Spirit is on like a supersonic speed today. With this, we've got Two of Cups again. We have Seven of Swords. We have Ace of Wands again. So Spirit's like, stay in your center, stay in Ace of Wands energy, uptake this light that we're giving you. Be sure to make, to bring awareness to Seven of Swords states, which can be like deception or kind of where things are trying to trip up. We also have Ace of Cups and Two of Wands. We're literally choosing what timeline we're going to be operating on for now. So really honor, value yourself. And this is such a beautiful version of Two of Cups. We also see Seven of Swords with the reflection below. So what world or reality do we want to be in? With the Seven of Swords sort of like in the darker, deeper side of things, this is Moon, Aquarius, and Sun energy. So sometimes eclipses can kind of bring about this energy too. And I just realized we have what looks to be a bit of a lunar eclipse type situation, or perhaps even a partial moon. With Seven of Swords, you guys know that I talk about it in my favorite version of the deck, the Thoth deck, where it's about holding alignment with higher self. And no matter what happens, do not blink. So it's even with darkness or the bad guys in the background, they're not scaring us. They're not going to shake us. People can't ruffle our feathers unless we let them. So it's really about being so strongly committed to yourself. We're actually going to be given more. So Ace of Wands, again, that warm sunshine energy that I was describing is going to be able to come down into your vessel a lot easier if we're breaking through these old patterns and belief systems and structures. So Ace of Cups, brand new beginning. It's a beautiful activation of light body, of connection to source. We see that it's an unfoldment. This can represent new relationships, but to me, it also represents self-love, new beginnings. We have Two of Wands as well. So we're literally, the sun is activating us to choose a higher timeline. So keep up the good work. Keep feeling into all of these beautiful upgrades. I would love to hear in your comments below too, if you guys are experiencing what feels to be this shift. And it may literally feel like two worlds at times, or a little bit strange. You may have been experiencing mandala effects as well. So let me know if that is also the case. We're going to look into an oracle card from my Woodland Wardens deck as well. Let's have a look into this. And I just had a huge like deafness come in and a high pitch. Wow, we've got the skunk and the magnolia. And this is about protection. And this is such a huge, I feel that they're talking about psychically protecting at the moment. The second card that I've got is confidence. So use your words. Really, this is about claiming your sovereignty too. So with the skunk and the magnolia, let me see if I can look this one up. These are a little bit harder to find in this book because it is Roman numerals. So it does make it a little bit more interesting. I'm just having a look for that now. And here we go. So the skunk knows how to shield itself. So I feel with the deaf pitch and the high pitch at the same time, it's like your ear gets blocked and then you can only hear a high pitch. So let me know if that happens to you guys sometimes with spirit. So the skunk knows how to shield itself by spraying its foes with foul odor. It's black and white fur. Similarly, the magnolia is known for its, the black and white fur serves as a warning to would-be assailants. So similarly, the magnolia is known for its large, waxy leaves and copious blooms. Its thick petaled flowers are somewhat of the oldest on the earth, having evolved to endure damage from beetles. So upright, it says, "You are safe," and you can see trees like bits falling down in the background. That's from the cockatoos that are sitting up higher that are actually eating the trees. So it says, "You are safe, your boundaries are respected, your home is intact. Remember that when you are protected, it becomes your duty to protect others. So extend your shelter to those without one." But this is also about making sure that you're not inviting people into your shelter that are not going to be keeping you in this space of protection. So it's a little bit of an empath boundary. Funny story about a skunk. My grandfather, who actually was from the States, got sprayed by a skunk when he was much younger. He's passed now, but what happened was he had to bury his clothes and bathe in, I think it was like tomato, or you guys call it tomato sauce to like get the smell out. But apparently it's like the worst smell ever. Hopefully none of you guys have been sprayed. So the other one, the boar and the pumpkin. Let's have a look into him. And I'll just find this in here. And it is, so with this about confidence, so with the winding vines of the large, heavily seeded fruit, pumpkins signify abundance, health, and resilience. Meanwhile, the fierce and intelligent boar is known for its sharp tusk and aggressive movements. Combined, the boar and pumpkin embody self-assurance. So upright, your confidence is well-founded. Any insults or attempt to damage your morale will roll off your back. You are thick-skinned like the pumpkin and courageous like the boar. So it says, what accomplishments am I proud of? How can I improve my confidence and sense of self-worth? So he's so cute. Reminds me of, is it Pumbaa in The Lion King? So yeah, with this as well, noticing like the other message with pumpkin for me is, I remember cutting up a pumpkin, I think it was a year or two ago, and looking at like the hundreds of seeds that were inside. And this is when we're going through some of the lockdowns and things, and just having this awareness of, say, for example, if stuff did hit the fan, like we talk about, even just giving like a couple of seeds to each of the neighbors, everyone would be able to literally live in abundance. So if we all sort of kept seeds or worked together like that, I feel that it is also talking about that kind of mindset. Let's have a look into the forest fae. You guys know I've talked about taking a photo of this being in the background. Let me know if there is any little friends that we have in the background today. And we have the woodwife. So trust your inner wisdom. So I feel this is really, at the moment, especially with external deception that we're seeing with skies and things, really like feeling into, what it is that is your internal intuition saying at the moment. What are you being guided towards? And we have star seeds as well. Let's have a look into the message from this. And we have the word of abundance, which we just talked about with the boar and the pumpkin. So when your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance open or naturally open. So I hope this has resonated. I know that it's a little bit of a quicker video today. I have a lot on this weekend, but wanted to make sure to bring this to you guys. And I really look forward to reading for you guys again next weekend. If you didn't catch my show on Mason Jupiter yesterday, which was on wormholes, tachyons, and ET technology, please make sure to go and give it a thumbs up. Yeah, it was really, really interesting rabbit hole to go down. We do have another interesting one coming up next week where I will be talking about bloodlines, ET connections, and also what it means to kind of work with and activate the magic within our blood. So I love you guys very much. Thank you for joining me and have a beautiful rest of the weekend.